Boom.
Hey guys, all right, welcome to Z's Comics Presents Movies, TV, and whatever else we want to talk about. First up, let's talk about the awesomeness that is Shrek number 5. Okay, Shrek number 5 just got announced a couple days ago with returning cast Cameron Diaz, Mike Myers, and Eddie Murphy. And also, according to an interview with, I think it was Collider, Eddie Murphy says that he may be doing a donkey spin-off show, much like Antonio Banderas doing the Puss in Boots movies. So I'm kind of hopeful for this one. I'm kind of excited for that because
I want to make a joke. I don't know if it's appropriate. I was gonna be like, either way, the movie's gonna be ass. But I don't know.
They caught you on the mic, okay? They caught you on the mic.
Because that's technically what a donkey is. They made the
joke in the movie, I think, and it's a PG.
In the
freaking, he still looked like an ass to me.
In the main menu too. The main menu for the.
but yes, anyway,
that's what a donkey is. If it is going to be a movie about donkey, it's quite literally going to be an ass of a movie.
Yeah, that has to be part of their marketing. It just has to. Okay. So yeah,
if they make the callback to how in the Shrek 2 main menu, he's all like, "How about Shrek 2, the real Jackass movie?"
Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, if you guys are into Shrek at all right, this is going to be exciting news from you, especially for the millennials, the actual millennials that are like coming up in the 30s, mid 30s.
It's nice that they used All Star as the song for the announcement too. That was nice.
That was nice. And if you checked out the Puss in Boots movies. The Last Wish, amazing movie. I loved it. My kids loved it.
Yes.
At the end, there is actually a tag on at the end where him
going to meet
and Perrito and what's her name, Soft Paws, are going to a land far, far away. So hopefully this picks up after that. Maybe it picks up during, and then we're gonna get all a combination movie like all right, DreamWorks Avengers. I don't know. Well, there's a lot of hope, all right? The movie was announced with a release date of 2026. Let's hope that actually happens. Super excited about that one. Spider-Man Noir, right? So Spider-Man Noir was actually optioned by Amazon and ordered to series. And now we know exactly how many issues that series is, or episodes that series is, according to an interview with Nick Cage. I don't even know if he was supposed to announce this or not, or if he's just like, screw it, I'm Nick Cage, I don't really care. And he just blurted out, yeah, he did 8 episodes.
8.
So, 8 episodes, he says they're almost movie length.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about 45 minutes. Hopefully, I don't know.
I hope, yes.
Are they animated?
I'm not a fan of I don't know, because I saw this.
I thought it was supposed to be live action.
I don't know if it's real or not, or if it was like official, but I saw this like Spider-Man Noir thing where it almost looked like kind of like Tintin type, where you can tell they look real.
Okay, that would explain it, because he said he got scanned.
Yeah, he said he got scanned.
So if they do that and then just like superimpose like his face and stuff on there, I'd be down for that. I mean, that the technology at the time was pretty cool, and it's been a few years since like 10 years since then.
Like I don't know if it was just like a deep fake thing that I saw, but like it looked pretty good. It looked
hire the people from YouTube, okay? Hire the random dudes on YouTube that make the deep fakes.
Exactly.
All right. But anyway, also in Spider-Man Noir news, Brendan Gleeson has been cast as the villain. Which villain? We do not know. Nobody has said which villain Brendan Gleeson is.
And if you know the name, there's going to be monsters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you don't know the backstory of Spider-Man Noir, he's 1930s. At the time, he wasn't a private eye. In the comics, he was a budding journalist, much like the regular Peter Parker, except this one was actually a journalist, not just a photographer. And he just fell bass backwards into some powers, and now he's fighting the mob, who consists of basically like Killer Croc style Norman Osborn, where he's like born with a deformity and stuff, and it's like really weird. But this one is supposed to follow a more closer iteration, like the Spider-Verse version of Spider-Man Noir. He's a washed up private investigator in somewhere on the 30s, 40s era, and yeah, he's fighting mob and injustice or whatever that Spider-Man Noir does. Not only Brendan Gleeson, who is actually already part of the MCU, he plays Eric Selvig in the Thor movies, the Avengers movies, so he's got some cred under his belt. He's got some geek cred. Not only that, Lamorne Morris. All right, the Lamorne Morris of New Girl fame, he played Winston in New Girl. All right, the really, really off the wall dude that doesn't know how to like prank people. Instead, he just hits them with hockey sticks. He has been cast as Robbie Robertson.
Robbie Robertson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like J. Jonah Jameson's friend or the nephew Robbie Robertson, because they haven't really said on that. But either way, Lamorne Morris, great actor. I love his work, so kind of excited for that one. There's no other casting aside from Nick Cage, Brendan Gleeson, and Morris. Now, as you can see, we have our little Godzilla buddy off to your right. Godzilla has been announced for an American Western release. All right, it's going to be available in a special 4K edition that's going to consist of 4 discs. Now, there is so many special cuts, interviews, and all kinds of random stuff. Also, the Godzilla -1 - Color is going to be available in this box set. It is available for pre-order right now at various websites. So do a little bit of cyber sleuthing and check it out if you want to own this piece of awesome cinema. Okay. Watchmen Part 1. Did you see the commercial for Watchmen Part 1?
I watched it, man.
Pause our video, go and watch the Watchmen Part 1 trailer. And if you are a fan of the comic, this one, oh my gosh, looks really good. At first, when they said it was going to be like a mix of cell shading, cell shaded 3D animation and traditional animation, I wasn't really enthusiastic because I'm not a fan of that. But it reminds me of like those old Johnny Quest cartoons from when I was a kid, where they had, okay, they're not in the real world, so let's do Lawnmower Man type of 3D. And then they go to the regular world, and it's like almost Hanna-Barbera 1970s animation. So that's why I'm not really a fan of the combination storytelling. But this one right here, it works. It's dark. It's gritty. And they got a couple names. They got a couple names. Matt Reese as Night Owl. Katie Sackhoff, the Queen of Geeks. All right. Bo friggin' Katan. All right. She's going to be Silk Spectre the second. Yes. Titus Welliver. Titus Welliver is also going to play Rorschach. If you don't know Titus Welliver, dude, I cannot name a single show that he's in, but I know him. Like, I know it. I think he's a guy from, Billions, right?
Maybe, yes.
Like, I think he's one of the guys from Billions. Like, I know that, like, you see his face and you're like, oh, I know that guy. He's that guy. Yeah, he's almost like Mark Shepard. You don't know him until you see him, and then you're like, "Oh man, I see him everywhere."
He's the bank teller from The Dark Knight, who was also one of the captains.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah,
and in the TV show Mom. Good show.
TV show what?
Mom.
Oh, that's right. He is in Mom.
Show, yeah.
But yeah, like, so that Titus Welliver, he's one of those guys, and if you see his face, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know that guy." And then you're going to be excited because you're like, I like that guy.
Exactly. It's good to see him in
there. Troy Baker. Also a huge VA name. Troy Baker famously voiced Joel from The Last of Us. He voiced... he's actually one of the new voices for Joker. After Mark Hamill announced his retirement.
That his Batman no longer with us, sadly.
Yep. So... Troy Baker is cast as Ozymandias, who, as you know, if you're like a fan of Watchmen, is the silent villain almost. He's the guy that does the ends justify the means kind of thing. He wins, but like, oh man, this Watchmen is such a thing that we really should not get into because it's all politically charged, especially in this day and age. Let me see. A few other names to round out the casting list are Kelly Hu. Awesome lady. That's right.
Who?
Kelly Hu? Who?
Yes.
Who? Precisely.
Okay.
Gray Delisle, Corey Burton. They also round out the cast. I have no idea who those three are going to be playing. There is actually a longer casting list out. I did not want to write down everything. I got lazy. So yeah, Watchmen Part 1 releases this August, first on digital, and then a couple weeks later on physical copy. I'm super excited about this. I really hope I hope we get part 2 quick, because I'm a huge fan of the Watchmen series. I love the movie. I love the comic. And I know a lot of people don't like the movie, but that's something we'll get into later.
Yeah.
Let me see. Also on the news cycle, the Superman logo for Superman Legacy has been revealed today. Actually, was it today or yesterday?
Today.
It was today.
A year from today, exactly, July 11th, 2025 or 2025, however you want to put it. It's the release date. Superman
Legacy by James Gunn.
Yes.
James Gunn himself actually revealed the logo, and if you want to check it out, I think it looks good. It looks it looks like Kingdom Come's design, but except it is vibrant. It's vibrant. It's hopeful.
Out there.
I'm actually really excited, because a lot of people these days kind of just tone down the hopeful aspect of Superman, and this one seems to be bringing it back.
Exactly.
And
it's Man of Tomorrow.
Now, my favorite Superman movie, Superman 2. Superman 2. Christopher Reeve, Terrence Stamp, all right, Margot Kidder and Gene Hackman, all them. Love those movies. Yeah, it was like loaded cast at the time. I don't think it was really a loaded cast.
I don't think so.
It was basically their Iron Man for that era.
Yeah.
I mean, but Superman 2, great cast, and Christopher Reeve. They it was on a bunch of the news cycles and all that stuff. A bunch of headlines saying, "You will believe a man can fly."
Yes.
Well, guess what? When I was a kid, I watched Superman 2, and I believed a man can fly.
I did.
And you know what? I watched it last week on Blu-ray. You know what? I still believe a man can fly. All right?
Yes.
All right. I can watch it.
It's so amazing.
It's such a good one. And I'm really hoping that James Gunn can capture that feel again for a new generation.
I believe in James Gunn.
I believe in him too. All right. He took nothing characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like we said in last video.
And he made them household names. All right. Did you know who Rocket Raccoon was before that?
I don't even know who Star-Lord was.
Dude, I read a comic with him in it. I read an entire comic line where he was a main character, and I was like, who the hell is Star-Lord? Exactly. Throughout the entire thing. Very
forgettable.
Yeah. But, James Gunn comes around, bam, space pirate.
All of a sudden, they everywhere.
Household name, all right? So, yeah, I'm really hopeful that he can turn DC's movies around. Yes. I'm hopeful for this Superman. I'm hopeful that Superman will be hopeful. All right, because
I believe he's gonna fly. He's gonna take off. It's gonna be Superman.
All right, yeah, I'm hoping. All right, so and then we're gonna wrap up with Agatha All Along. All right, releases this October. It looks weird. I have no idea how to describe what I watched on the commercial. Go out and find it, and you'll see what I mean by it just being weird. Okay, it's Aubrey Plaza is in it, so it's gonna be like weird and spooky. And full of like giant eyes, and man, Marvel's been kind of iffy lately. I'm been super iffy about this one. I know Catherine Hahn's gonna knock out her role. All right, Catherine Hahn has yet to do anything to disappoint anybody, I think. Excuse me. Aubrey Plaza is in it. They have not said who she is playing, but she may be a verdant witch of the coven, I guess, because apparently in the MCU they're all going to have colors, and apparently Scarlet Witch, the Indigo Witch, all that stuff. I have no idea if that's true or not. Those ones are just rumors.
Power Rangers with them. Power Ranger of witches.
We're all gonna combine our powers into a giant Bebo.
Giant cauldron.
Oh yeah, giant cauldron. We're gonna by our powers combined, Captain Planet. Roar! Captain Planet. But what's weird is we don't know who Aubrey Plaza is playing. But when you watch the commercial with captions on, like I watched it on Facebook. I watched it on Facebook, and whenever Aubrey Plaza spoke, it said Jennifer. So, is she playing Jennifer Hale? And so like that's just rumor, okay? That's like I watched it and it said Jennifer, but I don't know if Jennifer means Jennifer Hale. Mm-hmm. And if for long-time comic readers, you know what that means. We might be getting an appearance by the Man-Thing. And no, that is not a euphemism. There is a character called the Man-Thing for those people that don't know comics. Mm-hmm. And like his whole thing is he protects the Nexus, which is like a universe portal. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer Hale in the comics, they're buddies, I guess, or they're romantically involved. Mm-hmm. I'm not entirely sure. They haven't had to talk
yet, you know.
I don't think they've defined their relationship.
They have not sat down and defined the relationship.
The weird part is Howard the Duck is involved in both of their storylines, and Howard the Duck is already in the MCU, right? Voiced by Seth Green.
Seth Green?
Yeah. Of Family Guy fame. I'm not even going to try to do the Chris voice, all right? But yeah, I think that's about does it. What else?
Think about, yeah. I mean, not much other than the Gladiator trailer that came out. Gladiator
tell me about this Gladiator trailer. Okay, you said it was very confusing.
It kind of is, because like from what I've heard, I think it's following the son of the queen or the princess, whatever, the son of the princess from the first movie. I think his name was like Lucius, I think. Mm-hmm. From what I heard, it's supposed to be him. But I can't.
Is that who Pedro Pascal plays?
No, that's not who Pedro Pascal plays. It's this unknown actor, which I'm okay with that. Like I like,
seeing like you got to start somewhere.
Got to see new people. But like I can't tell really what's going on. Like I can't tell if Denzel Washington is the bad guy or not. There's times where it looks like Denzel is just another guy, like just one of the guys that's like taking control, like that like owns the gladiators. But then there's parts in the trailer that makes it seem like Denzel is the king or the emperor. And then at the start, it looks like, oh, Pedro Pascal's guy might be the emperor, might be a guy in charge. But then towards the end of the trailer, it's like, no, Pedro Pascal's fighting in the gladiator pit. Like he got captured or something. Like, I don't know. And one of the big things that people are kind of talking about it is no one can tell why they chose a Jay-Z song to play over the trailer. Like there's a whole Jay-Z rap song over the entire like 3-minute trailer. And
so much like Miley Cyrus's confusion, we're all wondering the Jay-Z song is on. Yeah. Why?
Because like some people just keep making the joke of like, oh, whoever made this was like, hey, we got Denzel Washington, we got that guy in here. Just throw a Jay-Z song over this just because.
Why not DMX? I mean, I know he passed away, but still, that just sounds more like a gladiator theme than whatever Jay-Z put out. All right.
Yeah, like it seemed like I still want to see it because I liked the first movie. The first movie was like great.
The first movie's great.
Yeah.
Dude, have you heard about the several scripts that they've tried to make?
Yeah,
like one of them was
like a ghost or something.
Like Russell Crowe's character was supposed to come back as a ghost or like a demigod or like he was supposed to meet Heracles or something because it was Rome.
So much
so like it went. So it's not supernatural at all, right?
No,
it's not.
It's not.
Okay, so they completely scrapped all 7 of those scripts.
One of the cool thing is though, there's going to be scenes of them actually flooding the Colosseum and having ships.
I did see that. I thought
that's a historical thing. That's one of the things that's always blown my mind. Is the Colosseum was so big they could flood it and have full-blown ship battles in there, and they show like pieces of that in the trailer. So that's pretty cool.
So could we possibly see this at one of our football stadiums?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we waterlog them?
Who knows?
Something to think about. Yeah. We can have mock ship battles.
It just might take
in the
a
middle
while
of the city.
Because it took FEMA 4 days to get water to the Superdome.
Dude, let's not get political, all right? This is a place where we go to get away from stuff like that, all right?
I was thinking of Die Hard, but
Die Hard?
I was thinking when Justin Long said that in Die Hard, and Live Free or Die Hard, and I was just like, hey, it just might take a while for us to set up flooding the flooding the things,
I mean, like if they're built well, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Yeah.
They're built well. You're gonna make a well with them? Well out of the domes?
No, we're gonna make a small lake. It's not a well.
It's enclosed. Could be a well.
A well is a small place where you can get like potable water, or
Technically, that is portable.
I said potable, not portable.
Oh.
You're able to drink it. I don't think you'd be able to drink the stuff that you put in the Superdome or anything.
Who knows?
Oh.
How about that attitude?
I mean, like technically anything's drinkable, edible if you're hungry or thirsty enough. But whether or not you live long enough, that's something else. But yeah, so overall, like the trailer is like, does it make you want to see it?
Not really. Like I just want to see it because it's Gladiator, and I really like the first movie, so I want to see the second movie. But watching it, I didn't think like, ooh, now I really, really want to see it.
Like, so are they wasting Pedro Pascal's name? Like, does it look like they're wasting his name?
Like so far, because
the dude right now he's like
much of Pedro Pascal. Huh? You don't really see much of Pedro Pascal in this.
Oh man,
and
that sucks.
It's like a few things. Like I said, it's kind of confusing because like first part of the trailer, he looks like he's like an emperor type guy. Second part of the end of the trailer, when you see him again, he's in the gladiator pit. He's in the Coliseum fighting, and it's like I don't know what's going on. It's probably going to be a long movie because it does look like so much stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, 3.5 hour long movie of Roman ship battles. I want to see some nautical action.
Yes.
All right, so I think that's about covers pretty much everything that we saw. So yeah, like, subscribe if you like our random musings. Check out our links, our like copy and paste our stuff from our About Me and our video descriptions. And hopefully you guys like us enough to check us out next time. So later.